anything that kiongozi that is mysterious, people fear it. Anyone that is mysterious, they put people on defense. People, they torment people.
Hello and welcome to Merciful Love. My name is Mercy and today I have a friend. His name, I call him Angel, but maybe he'll introduce himself better.
Yeah.
And he's going to tell us about his journey. Basically today we're talking about the spiritual journey and all that. And I hope it will help us, all of us, to and motivate us to move on to the next level of our lives. So welcome.
Asante. Thank you.
So maybe you can introduce yourself, maybe how you want us to...
My name is Angel. That's at least my real name. My mom called me Angel, my dad called me Angel. Everyone calls me Angel. I was given when I was young. It was like a pet name. But my real names are Robert Munene Mudengi. Alafu, my initiation name are Rupanuga Ananda Das.
Oh, okay. Oh, what does your initiation name mean?
There's a person called Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami was a scholar. He used to study a lot. Alafu in Vrindavan, he came and found the lost places of Vrindavan. At least he made the temples there. At least they are new, they are better, and they are on top.
Okay.
So I love him. So they call me his follower, his blissful follower. So because I love reading. So I was called like him.
Okay. So how was life growing up?
Life growing up, it was difficult. It was challenging. So I was brought up by, let's say, my mom and dad used to school at Nairobi University. So they got my sister when they were students. So they brought her up. Alafu, after some 2 years, when they were still in the same university, they got me. But they were not ready to sire kids and they were not ready to bring up kids. So my mom bailed out. So he left us with my dad. She went to Saudi Arabia. Alafu, after kitu kama 3 years, she came back. Not 3 years, kitu kama 7 years. She came back, found us, at least we have grown up. We are at least, I was in class 7 that time, like class 6, class 7.
She went for Saudi for how many years?
Saudi, kitu 7 years, 8 years up maybe.
So you just grew up with your dad?
Yeah, I grew up with my dad. My dad at that time, at least he was in school, but he dropped out so that he can cater for us. He started working, let's say, there's a club in town called Joka. It's a club. He was a gambler, so he did his thing at least so that we can grow. Yeah. Wow. He provided everything at least. Then my mom came back to the country. He tried to take us, but it was a war. She took him to the court, but my dad was given the custody because he was the one.
So how was life without your mother around?
It was challenging because you see because every kid needs the mother because even if, let's say, if you grow up, let's say, with a mom, you lack somebody to role model or to model for you the masculinity in you or to bring it out. It was tough because that time sometimes I'm tough because I never got those feminine sides of my mom. So it is imbalance. But she came up and took from where she left. But I can say she tried.
Okay. How was school life like?
School life, for me, I can't complain because at least I'm not bragging or I'm not boasting, but I was blessed with a sharp mind. There was something that I was not given, but a mind. I was blessed with a brain, a fertile brain. Yeah.
So how did you end up here? How did you end up in the spiritual path? What happened?
I was doing my philosophy and my politics. So there was this professor, he was called Professor Mbidhi. He told me to go to any Hindu society and learn about philosophy because philosophy is the branch of philo and sophy. Philo means knowledge, sophy means love of knowledge. So he told me, go and at least know the Indians at least. Once you know them, because you want to be a motivational speaker, at least once you know somebody's culture or where you're coming from, at least you fit yourself to his shoes and it will be so easy to reach him. Because when you speak intellectually, it goes direct to their mind. But if you speak their language, direct to their heart, you'll bypass those walls and get into it. So I came here. So there were some answers that I needed. At that time, I was going through some issues in life. So I got some answers because even I was thinking of suicide at that time, but I got some answers that I needed. So,
what are you going through? Do you mind sharing?
Yeah. I had a girlfriend at that time. We started from, let's say, way back. Let me go way back from class 6, from class 6 to class 8, from class 8 to form 1, form 2, form 3, form 4. Now we came to university from first year, second year, alafu before we graduated to third year, she died mysteriously. I can't say how she died, but it's a secret because it involves some powerful people. So I won't mention more about that because those powerful people are in the government. So I won't mention them, but it was heavy for me that time. So when I came here, I got some answers. Why do some things happen? Where do people die? Where do people go when they die? A lot of things. And it gave me answers to life.
Okay, what would you like to share about what you learned?
About her?
About that experience.
People come and go. You can't hold on somebody forever. You can't trap anyone. I came to realize that love is freedom, you know? Love is freedom. If you love somebody really, 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 just let them go. Give them the freedom. If you love me, don't choose for me, just let me be. Yeah. There's a way that you can love somebody so deeply, but you let them go. You let them be. You don't choose for them. Let them choose whatever they want, because choosing for them is like wanting them to be like you, you know? Let them be who they are. If they want to go and party, let them go and party. If they love another person, high or the greatest love is, even if they love another person, let them love them, because you're just giving them freedom, you know? You can be there for them, but never choose for them. Don't try to control them. Just let them be who they want to be. That's love.
Did you grieve? How did you grieve?
Yes, I grieved so much, but you know, men, what they say, our tears go deep into the stomach. But it was tough because I was walking along Nairobi Avenue, sometimes to Jivanji. There was a time that I was in deep depression in a way that I never noticed a car. A car came and it was about to hit me, but it came and stopped right karibu na mimi. So it was it was tough. But I had to collect myself, because you know what it says, once you fall down, just pick yourself very fast, because what you concentrate on, it multiplies, it expands. If you concentrate on grieving or negative energy, it expands, it multiplies, because your mind goes where your energy focuses, alafu it gives you resource, and then it multiplies. Because they are not dead scenes, they are not spaces. Even that which you think that it is not action, it is action. There's no inaction, it is action. And the more you're giving it attention, it multiplies, and it becomes so hard to defeat it or to beat it down.
How did the spiritual path help you in your grieving process?
Wow. Because the body and the mind, at the end of the day, it will die on a certain time, but not now, but it will come to die. But every day we are dying. The cells are dying, they're coming up, new ones, they're dying, they're coming up, new ones are coming up. Yani, it's just time. Everyone will die. But the best thing about the spirit doesn't die, doesn't grieve, doesn't feel pain, it is not killed, it is not attacked, it can never be seen, it is inconceivable. So when I came to understand about that I'm the spirit, nobody can touch me, nobody can injure me, nobody even can think about, let's say, evil thoughts about me and it harms me. So when I came to know that I'm the soul, everything disappeared. Because we are everything that we think we are. What you think you are is what you become. What you recall or what you say about yourself, it's what you get. So when I came to understand, not just knowing, when I came to understand that I'm the spirit soul, that nobody can hurt you, nobody can harm you, nobody can touch you, you are untouchable and indestructible. It gave me a lot of power. It gave me a lot of power, because the body, when you cut the body, blood will come. Let's say when somebody hits you so hard, at least some things, or like let's say kanyundo inaitwaje, kafuru kale you may swallow.
You may swell.
You may swell, yeah. You may swell, but the soul can't be touched. Nobody can touch the soul.
So you think your friend is in a better place? What do you think about that? About her now?
What you prepare in this life is what you get. Let's, for example, you want to go to Mombasa, and you know where Mombasa is, so you will go direct to Mombasa. What she had prepared for herself here, that's where she's going. If she had prepared to go to heaven, that's where she will go. If she had prepared to go to hell, that's where she will go. Because you can't cheat death, you can't cheat God, you can't cheat yourself. I may cheat you may cheat me, but you cannot cheat the balance. Because there are some places, because I don't want to be so, there's some things that when you explain to people outside there, like heaven, heaven is in the Bible, heaven is in the Quran, heaven is in the Bhagavad Gita, heaven is in whatever, but where you prepare is where you go. You can't reap where you never planted. Yani, you exactly sow where exactly you planted. That's how it goes.
And did it change the way your outlook of life and the way you lived your life?
Sure. At least it woke me up. It gave me an awakening. And it was like I was living a fantasy. I was living a dream. But it gave me reality. It woke me. It shook me. At least you see, Kiongozi, you say that we are living in the past, the future, or the present. But it brought me back to the present because the present is all about regrets, doubts, worry. In the future, it's all about worrying. How will it be? How will it happen? Will it happen like the past? But in the present, in the now moment, there's no worry, there's no doubt, there's no anxiety, there's no regrets. You are living now. For example, let's say, for example, a girl and a boy, they're seated somewhere in a restaurant. Then the boy looks at another girl that has a past. The boy looks at the girl and then the girl asks, why did you look at her? That was the past. You see? Let's concentrate now. Let's concentrate now. But the girl will continue, no, you looked at her. No. Let's come to the present. Because that's how it goes. The present has no anxiety, has no worry, has no regret. That's the present.
So now that's your reality now.
Yeah, that's my reality.
You live in the present.
The present, yeah.
Yeah, and what are the advantages of living in the present?
The advantage of living in the present is like this, Kiongozi. We are right now.
Yeah.
The present is right now. The future doesn't exist. The past doesn't exist. It already went. And it go. And iliendaga kitambo. Every pain or anything that brings you pain, it's either you dived, you tried to go to the future that you don't know. Like for example, how will it be? How will I be successful? Will I be rich? Will I be poor? Will I get the person that I wanted to marry? Will I get this? Will I get that? And then the past is all about regress. Kiongozi, this is my motto. Anything that was ever lost can be got, can be found. Any mistake can be corrected. An hungry man can be made happy again. People grieve because they don't know how to solve this issue, but anything in this material world is possible. It's possible. Possible, absolutely possible, definitely.
You said that people grieve because they do not?
They do not know how to solve life's problems. You see,
and how do we solve life's problems?
For example, Kiongozi, people solve material problems with material problems. But one thing they need to understand is you can never solve, let's say we are spirits. You're trying to solve spiritual problems with material problems, which can never happen, Kiongozi. It can't happen. For example, how should I bring it? I'm a soul. It's like a fish in the water. You get the fish out of the water, then you're trying to give it pizza, you're trying to give it the best beds, you're trying to give it the best music, you're trying to give it the best female. It can never get satisfied. The only way to satisfy that fish is to get it back to the water. So the same way, we are spirit souls, we are not material. Yes, we have material bodies. These material bodies are like our clothes. So you can't feed these clothes, you can't feed this material. So the only way to feed this material is by feeding the real person who is this person. So if you get inside, go back to the soul and feed the soul, you'll be satisfied. Kabisa.
And how do we feed the soul?
The same way. It is said 80% of wars that are caused, they come from anger, anger of the stomach. The same way, all the problems that are outside here, they are caused by the hunger of the soul. You see, every religion or every culture, they have their own God. And God, it is, let's say the Christians, sometimes they believe that God is somebody who's big with mandevu, white lacy beards, who's ready to punish you when you kosea. But in real sense, that's not the conception. But because that's what they believe, we have to leave them the way. We don't touch that area. Because once you touch somebody's religion, it's like touching somebody's ego. And they defend themselves. They fight back. It's like it's like football match. Everyone has his own team. But every religion, every culture, I'm not here to change anyone or to, let's say, convert anyone, but every religion has somebody that they worship or have somebody that they worship or they have a supreme being that they worship. So once you start worshiping that supreme, or once you start connecting to that supreme, it's called yoga. Yoga is not what people say that you have to whatever. Yoga is called linking. So once you link with that superior being, exactly, you start feeding your soul. Because we are spiritual. It's like a mother and a kid. A kid has to nyonya. A kid has to breastfeed. So the same way, once you connect to God, because we are spirit beings, God is a spirit also, but the bigger spirit. So once you connect, it's like nyonyaing, like feeding yourself, breastfeeding yourself. So you become stronger and you become healthy.
So how do we connect? How do we connect to God?
Because it is said that you're exactly where you are supposed to be. You cannot say that the Muslims are bad, the Christians are bad, the whatever are bad. No. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, because we have laws that govern us. Even the government has laws. Anything that is bad, it is sent to the prison, or jail. the same way. Anything that is existing, it is been allowed to exist by God.
Yeah.
Nobody is wrong. If anything was wrong, God would have killed all of us.
Yes.
So everyone is right, everyone is correct. It's just that according to our own narcissism, according to our own desires, according to our own, let's say, what we like, we may think that he's bad, but in real sense, when you put your narcissism down, when you put your desires down and see that person the way he is, everything is good. So connect to where you are. If you are serving Jesus Christ, serve him truly, truly. If you're serving Muhammad, serve him, love him dearly kabisa. If you're serving Krishna or whoever, Ram, whoever, just serve him dearly.
Yeah.
You're exactly where you're supposed to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, my motto initially when I started was like, if you're a Muslim, be a good Muslim. If
Yeah,
you're a
be a good-
Christian, be a
sure.
good Christian. If
Sure.
you're a Hindu, be a
Be a
good
good
Hindu.
Hindu. Sure.
Yeah, just do your...
Do you?
Yeah, do you. Yeah. When
Yeah,
we were
sure.
talking earlier, you mentioned something about
Sure,
victimhood
Victim,
and being a victim and why it is not
Sure.
healthy.
Sure.
I don't know, what are your thoughts? Would you like to share your thoughts again?
Kiongozi, a victim is somebody that is hopeless, yeah? Kiongozi, we say there are how many letters in the alphabet order? There are 26, yeah? Kiongozi, if you have plan A mpaka Z, why are you losing hope? We have how many numbers in the, let's say, in the numerology? There are many numbers,
Infinity, yeah.
Infinity. So there's plan 1, plan 2, plan 3, mpaka plan Z. Yani, the reason people lose hope is because there is no an alternative. But in real sense, it's just that they are seeing according to themselves. They are seeing according using their own mirror. But there are many plans. If you go beyond yourself, you'll get a solution. So once you become a victim, first of all, you lose power. And once you lose power, you become number 2. And once you become number 2, you tolerate a lot of bullshit. People will step on you, they'll complain about you because you have lost power. It's like giving somebody power. Take my power. Now you are free to do whatever you want to do to me. But in real sense, once you become a victim, you lose even self-respect. You start even hating yourself.
Yeah.
Even you start victimizing yourself. In a way that Kiongozi, it is said, Jesus said, love your neighbor the way you love yourself. You can't love your neighbor if you don't love yourself.
True.
First of all, you have to love yourself.
Very true.
A victim is somebody who doesn't love himself.
Yeah.
Somebody who doesn't put himself
First.
So first of all, you have to go first. Give yourself first. After giving yourself, loving yourself, now you can go and love your neighbor.
That's true.
And the first commandment is love the God, your God, with all your heart, body, and soul. First of all, before you love anyone or anybody else, first you start with you. Start with you. Give it to yourself. Then you can go and give it to the other people and God. Kiongozi, it is like this. When you give yourself, you lose yourself as a map to love the next person next to you, the other next person to you, and then to go to God. First, once you love God, God expands your capacity.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, you used to love yourself, let's say 50%. Once you go direct to God, God will love you, and God is limitless.
Yeah.
So the more you're loving God, the more you're increasing the self-love.
True, very true, very true.
So from 50 to 100 to limitless, yani uncountable, yani infinity. So that's the way it goes.
Is there a relationship between suicide and being a victim?
Sure. Suicide and being a victim is somebody that thinks that I have no other option. I have no alternative.
Yeah.
And when you think that you don't have alternatives, just you don't have options, you lose patience. And once you lose patience, you'll be in the reactive mode. It's like, it's called fight mode.
Yeah.
You're ready for anything. You're ready for war, you're ready for battle. Even little minute things. It's as if you're being pushed to a corner that there are no... Have you ever pushed a cat or any animal to a corner? It will...
Yeah, it will come at you.
And it is your friend.
Yeah. It will attack you.
Sure. So, a victim is somebody that thinks that there are no alternatives, but in real sense, Kiongozi, there are options. Kiongozi, not just options. It's like this. Have you ever seen a donkey? A donkey, it is working so hard, day and night, carrying heavy loads. But one thing, and what for? Only few grass. But and those grass, Kiongozi, even they are dry, they are hay. But if that donkey could understand that there are many grass in the, let's say, there's enough grass in the wilderness, it can leave those let's say those works, let's say all those loads, and it goes back to the wild, and it's limitless, any abundance of grass. Very true. But in real sense, people is just that your mind is lying to you. This is what I like to tell somebody or somebody outside there. You are not weak. Your mind is lying to you. It is lying to you. You're not this body. You're the soul. Have you ever entered, let's say, a machine, a car? Now you start identifying yourself with the steering. Then you start identifying yourself with the fuel. You start identifying yourself with the seats. You start identifying yourself with the wheels. You start identifying yourself with the rear mirror. You start identifying yourself with the tires. My friend, this is just a tool. It's like a game. Have you ever played Grand Theft? Grand Theft, now you're playing the guy who's playing, let's say, the character, the cartoon, and the streets. Then you start identifying yourself with that character, that cartoon. My friend, you're not that cartoon. Come back to yourself, you are that. True. You are this soul which is inside this body. This is just a vehicle. This is just Matrix. Kiongozi, have you ever watched Matrix?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
We are just inside the Matrix. Everyone is Agent Smith. That's why Christians call him Shetani.
Yeah.
So, Shetani can come in like your family, your friend, your son, your daughter, anyone. So Agent Smith is everyone. So we are inside the Matrix. It's just a game. Wake up. It's just a game. Once you realize it's a game, you don't take it serious. Because once you start taking things serious, things start becoming complicated.
Yeah.
You become stiff. You can't move. But once you start taking it as a game, options start
opening up.
Yeah.
You start to see things differently. I tell people,
Sure,
keep your mind open.
Sure.
I promise it will not fall out.
Sure.
it will not fall out. Just give yourself an allowance.
Sure.
And
Sure.
you never know.
Sure,
You never
Kiongozi.
know. You'll find your path.
Sure, Kiongozi.
And I was thinking,
Have you ever realized something that these spiritual people say they're out of their mind.
Yeah.
But who wants to be in that mind? Kiongozi, let's for example, who wants to be inside this mind? This mind has anxiety.
Yeah.
This mind has worries. This mind has doubts. So do you want to be inside there?
No.
Let me just be outside.
Yeah.
Let me just be outside
And observe.
Observe.
Yeah.
Become a witness. For example, Kiongozi, in a traffic jam, it is chaotic. It is yani
The anxiety level.
the anxiety level, yani there are worries. Alafu Kiongozi, once you, let's say for example, you go on top of a building and look at the same traffic jam, it's beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Beautiful.
I've seen even photos, even at night
Sure,
when
sure.
the cars are in a traffic and then the lights are there on. It's such a beautiful
Scene,
sight.
yani. Alafu ama Kiongozi, let's say for example, you board a plane, alafu it starts to take off. The more it goes high, or the way it goes high, how ear down disappears.
Yeah.
The more it goes,
Yeah.
it disappears. So the same way, once you start taking yourself or identify yourself with the body starts to disappear. It vanishes to a point that you don't feel the pains, you don't feel the anxiety, yani, you just become a victim.
So
Then you just become not a victim, you just become a witness.
yeah. So when you say that, then I think it can solve even depression.
Yeah, Kiongozi.
If you are not your body,
Sure, Kiongozi.
if you are not your mind,
Ndio Kiongozi.
then what is stressing us?
Yeah. So Kiongozi, you get Kiongozi. There's this relation that we have. There's pain relation, and there's sweet. How can you call it? There's
Pleasure.
pleasure relation. So it is like this, Kiongozi. When somebody is hurt, Kiongozi, first of all, number one, he loses his mind. Once you lose your mind, you become delusional. Once you become delusional, you become illusional. Once you become illusional, you start seeing threat from everywhere.
Yeah.
And once you start seeing threat from everywhere, even your body goes on an alarm. Let's say you start sweating, the heart starts pumping, everything, yani,
Panic attacks
the chest buds out, yani. You want to defend yourself, but in real sense, if you realize you're not this thing, you're not this body, you're not this mind, so you just allow the activities of the mind to act on themselves without interfering. It's like watching a movie. Have you ever gone to IMAX, yani?
Yeah.
You're pulled in. The soundtracks has attracted you in a way that the suspense have attracted you in a way that the characters have juiced you, and they have attracted you in a way that even you forgot yourself, and you forget even you forget that you had pizza, or unless you forget you had popcorns. Yeah, all those things, and you forget you embroidered, and you are observed. Just pull back. Realize this body is just a movie. It's just another series. It's just another comedy. It's just another, let's say, blockbuster movie. And just watch, witness.
Is that how you ever came to suicide?
Yeah. I came to realize that this body, I'm the soul, yeah? This body, the girlfriend of this body died. Not my girlfriend. The girlfriend of this body died. And for example, Kiongozi, what is a girlfriend or who's a boyfriend? You say, Kiongozi, we have many girlfriends and we have many boyfriends. Sure.
Yeah.
It's like this cloth has another cloth that
Wow.
is similar to this cloth. And Kiongozi, have you ever realized when you meet somebody who's like you,
Yeah.
like for example, let's say for example, you have a boyfriend. He was attracted to you because of a certain thing.
Yeah.
When you change that thing, you'll stop being attracted to you. See, it's true.
Yeah,
Let's say we started right now, alafu nile, life came, life changed, I started reading, or let's say some situations came and I started changing. The minute I change, I start looking outside.
Yeah.
That's why you hear boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife. What brought them together, they should stick to that. If let's say for example they go to the same church, they should read the same principles, they should go to the same places to enjoy, they should do the same thing. If they are taking shelter under, let's say, a certain pastor or a certain guru, they should listen to that same person. If they start branching out, they will change. And once they change, they'll start looking outside. Because the thing that I loved you for, and you have changed, I stopped loving you.
Another question I wanted to ask you, how did your parents, how did your family react to you being on this spiritual path?
First of all, I went undercover. But it said that secrets come out.
Yeah.
So it was a time that my sister was sweeping my room. I love she came up a certain book that had certain pictures. I love I don't know how to put it, but she started freaking out. Oh, you guy, you are an Illuminati. You guy. When I started making fun with them, I asked her, my friend, if you're saying that I'm an Illuminati, where is the money? When somebody sacrifices somebody, there's money. I love for you that I asked them, why should I take you to Illuminati and I'm not? You can take somebody who is more superior than you, who has more money than you, to the, let's say, to the Muganga to bewitch. But Kiongozi, if you see, I'm handsome than you, I'm beautiful than you, that I was making fun with her. If you say I'm beautiful than you, so why should I take you to a Muganga? But those were jokes. But when I saw that it was getting serious, so I pulled back and I took myself out of the family, because Kiongozi, when you are in deep chaos, or when the chaos, or in the moment of that heat, you feel like punching somebody. Because of that heat of that moment. So I withdrew and went at least outside for 1 week. So when I came back, I thought that time I've solved everything, but time had not solved anything. So when I came back, I found that it was serious, it was deep. So they had taken my books, they had kept them in the store, from my room to the store. Even the Constitution says that anyone who stays under your roof should be protected. His things should not be touched, or let's say, maybe there's freedom of, let's say, we should not search freedom for search. We should not search anyone without his sanction, without his, let's say, his rusa. So they had violated that right, so I had to sue them.
But you still continued with the journey?
I went on with my journey. At least I needed a free space, at least somewhere where I could practice my thing without, let's say, anxiety, without worry, without caring about anyone, because religion is in the scripture. Even you can worship your shoe. It is said like this: you have the freedom to worship anyone you want to worship, as long as you're not interfering with anyone's freedom, anyone's right. Even you can worship your shoe, a tree. Let's say even anyone, even a toto, you can worship anything. But because of our limited mind, that you have to be a Christian, you need to be a Muslim.
I think it's just a spiritual journey, and if it has helped you, I think, you know, and you are not hurting anyone.
But Kiongozi, let me ask you. We have more Christian because the missionaries came before even the Muslim. And anyone who speaks in a court of law, anyone who speaks the first one in the court of law, he seems to be the one who's right. Till you see the next party. So the Christians came first, they made their agenda, they pressed on, they marketed very well. So when the Muslims came, we had already become Christian.
It was difficult now for anyone else now to come in. Oh, okay.
Plus, the modes and the styles and the techniques they were using.
Especially fear. That is the one thing that I had a problem with.
Sure. One thing people haven't realized is this, Kiongozi. After high school, or after university, or let's say after primary level, or after college, people, I don't know what they did. They banned the books. Now their brains is, like, what can I put it? It is in a state of sleep. People have slept. Their brains have slept. People are asleep, asleep. They're not using their minds. Even let's say, for example, the time for BBI and whatever. Nobody wanted to read that document.
So,
when a leader tells you that this is the right way, people will follow. When people tell you this is the way, people will follow, because a leader is somebody who has authority. And people say that authority is everything.
Divine,
It's divine. Sure, Kiongozi.
So looking back, what is the one thing you can change about your whole experience?
Kiongozi, for now, changing anything, Kiongozi, is being in control. And I came to realize that nothing new. Kiongozi, you are not in control, not even in a minute, and not even a fraction. We always in control, because anything you try to control, you are ruining it. And it will come and fight you back. It will fight you back because you are ruining it, you are disturbing it.
So the best thing is to let
Just
go.
let it flow. Let it flow.
So there's another thing that we had talked about.
Kiongozi.
Karma. Is karma real?
Karma
Because
is
now
real.
a lot of people don't think karma is real.
Karma is real,
because we see a lot of people doing some shady things, but they seem to be thriving.
Yeah.
Is karma real?
Karma is real, but the way people have marketed karma, they have marketed it in a way that it scares. Kiongozi, for example, if you throw a stone up, it comes and hits you back.
Yeah.
You can't say, why did gravity not hold the stone? Or why did the paper or the wind never blow it, never blew it to the other side? But in real sense, what you do, it comes and hunts you. Not in a bad way. We are what we do. We are who we do. Because Kiongozi, for example, if karma was not there, people will be doing what they want. If law was not there, let's say, a thief today will fear to commit sin because he's afraid to be punished by the president. If the government was not there, hey, it will be the government of the strong should eat the weak, or the weak should always be subservient. Will always be, come on.
Yeah.
Some things we have to accept. For example, Kiongozi, this sun may be, let's say, blocked by the clouds, and then we may not perceive, or we may not see the sun, but we can perceive light. We know that the sun is outside, but we cannot see it. But the same way, because we cannot see something, we cannot say that it doesn't exist. It exists. It exists. So some things like reincarnation, even there are some documentaries that you hear kids saying that
They remember.
I used to live somewhere. Even some kids took their family to where they used to stay. But because of balance and because of, let's say, God doesn't, let's say, for example, if today I show you, let's say, your previous life, and you see some people in your family, let's say they're your enemies, your kids are somebody, that somebody is your enemy. So it will affect you. It will give you some trauma, some mental agitation. It will disturb the balance.
Yeah, and you'll not even be able to achieve what you came to achieve in this life. Because now you have a perception about everyone around you. And you are not going to interact with them wholesomely, you know, without judgment, without defining and all that. So someone asked me actually in one of my comments, why can't we remember? Why can't we remember our past lives? And I tried to tell him, like, you know, there are so many stories of people who can remember on YouTube and all that. And I was like, no, for us, for me, why can't I remember?
Kiongozi, do you know Kiongozi? Kiongozi, let me cut you kidogo, sorry for you. Kiongozi nakwaga hivi. Kiongozi, experience is like eating food. But reading is like drawing a fruit on a paper and trying to eat. Experience has everything. Till those people experience it for their own, they'll never come and understand it. They'll see that it's like a myth, it's just stories, so Krishna is a historical something, no, Buddha is a historical something, and these are just common people. But once they experience him, they see him. Because Kiongozi, you cannot just draw a fruit and eat it. So they have to experience for themselves. That's why everyone is where he's supposed to be. Where you are, a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist, or an atheist, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And just be where you are. Believe what you believe. Because if you believe in your lie and you preach it in a convincing way, people will believe you.
True, very true.
People will believe you.
True, very true. And that's why stand by your truth.
Yeah, stand by your truth.
If that is the truth, you stand by it.
Stick by it.
Stick by it, and do it justice compared to just repeating other people's truth, which we are not 100% sure. You know, I've just told you and I convinced you. And you bought it. You know, the way politicians do. You know, they'll come to you with a lie and you will believe it. But ultimately, you know, you didn't read the BBI. you didn't do your own research.
It's just that these people, they have charisma, they have charms.
And then convince you.
And people are emotional because once you start speaking intelligent things, people
don't like that.
Yeah, you'll put them on a defensive defensive mode, and people don't like to be, you see, challenged. People don't like to be challenged because after school, people, I don't know where they took their books, so they're in sleep mode. And have you ever tried to wake somebody who was asleep?
No.
He's hungry.
Actually, even just sharing that I am different, that I think differently. You know, it creates
challenges.
Why are you saying that? Why are you making me think? You know,
you're challenging me. You're making me think that what I used to think. Are you better than my mom? I was given this religion by my mom. I was given this thing by my dad. So you want to tell me that you are better than my mom, better than my dad? Come on.
Very true. Yeah, even the fact that you just
Ndio
the fact
kiongozi.
that when I came
Ndio
out,
kiongozi, ndio kiongozi.
when I
Sure.
shared that, oh, now I am
Yeah.
Hindu,
Sure.
a lot of people were on my case, and I was wondering, like, why is it a problem?
Ndio kiongozi.
Why is it a problem that I am Hindu?
But-
maybe it's because now you're challenged to start thinking,
Ndio kiongozi.
what is it about this? And you do not want to think, you want to feel.
Yeah. Kiongozi, the problem comes here. You think you're special. Am I not special? So because you think you're special, Kiongozi, so I'll deal with you. I'll show you. Because you are ours. You have our skin, you have our hair, you have our nails, you are a black person. And you are coming. Kiongozi, let me tell you something. That sense of belonging, you are ours. Now you are, like for example, Kiongozi, you have friends. Alafu those friends, you started, let's say, you came upon money. Alafu, you used to hang out with us. Now you started, let's say, because once you come upon money, you start changing some things. You'll go to different things, you wear different things, you'll start talking to different people. So those friends will be, siku hizi anaringa siku hizi, siku hizi hataki kubonga na sisi, you see?
True.
So, we want you back to where we are. We want to suffer with you. We want to go on, feeling pain with you. But you guy is like, you're leaving us now, who will we suffer with? Oh, will we go on,
Who will we judge?
who will you judge? Who will you turn out to be a punching bag? So you are...
Yeah, because now when you leave that
No,
setup,
sure.
you do not subscribe to our laws.
Yeah.
So how will we judge you if we do not know your laws?
You used to make me, Kiongozi, tell me if this is good, yes? My kid goes to, let's say, group of school. Your kid goes to a city council school. Let's say, for example, my husband, let's say my wife,
Full of groups,
yeah, my wife, he has a good job. Your wife works, let's say, akibanda. So, you need me for your own happiness. You need me for your own comparison. Why is that good, Kiongozi?
No.
That's sickness. That's sickness.
That is sickness. Yeah, actually,
You
that
need-
competition and comparison. I should be better than you.
Bah.
You know, you shouldn't be better
Ati,
than me.
Kiongozi, you have seen. I haven't seen. So I'm looking you from on an angle. So I'm better than you.
Yeah.
I'm comparing myself with you. I'm better than you. I'm good than you. Oh, she does that. She's for the case. She does that. She did that. Come on, Kiongozi. You have any? It's like I'm rejoicing on your shortcomings.
Yeah.
That's not goodness, Kiongozi. That's
But it's
not
not, it was
goodness.
perfect.
Yeah.
You are sitting differently.
That's not goodness, Kiongozi.
Yeah, that's not good. There's no love.
It's
Yeah.
like you need me for you to feel good.
Yeah.
Come on.
And you need me to be failing, not
yeah,
to be...
you need me to be failing so that you
Yeah.
can feel good. Come
Yeah.
on, Kiongozi.
Yeah, that's not wholesome.
People need to open up their eyes and realize. And now you have started drifting away, and you used to make me feel good.
Yeah.
So will make me feel good.
Yeah.
I need to compare myself with you.
And now I do not understand you. I do not understand what do you subscribe to.
Kiongozi, anything that Kiongozi that is mysterious, people fear it. Anyone that is mysterious, they put people on defense. People, they torment people because Kiongozi, animals are hunted down because they have some certain patterns. But human beings, they have that ability to kill karma, to kill reputation, to kill, let's say, patterns. But once you start disappearing, you're not acting like before. People you'll create terror into their minds. You'll make them start self-defending, doubting themselves. And Kiongozi, there's nothing bad like you used to know me in some way, or used to know me somehow, and now you're not seeing those reputations. You know, Kiongozi, I'm interfering with your psychology. Because now you start doubting yourself. You mean that I misread him? You mean that my information and the way of the mind is like this? Here's how the mind works. The mind identifies an object. Then it goes back to the intelligence. The mind is like a library. The intelligence is the books or the information that is there. So it goes back to the intelligence department. So it's trying to identify or to match what the object it looks like, or to match the object outside. Once it doesn't find the answer, you know, anxiety starts coming. And people start assuming. And once you start assuming and concluding, you know, that's how you become a fool.
Yeah.
But the intellect, they sleep on it. Or let's say, they say that, let me just give it time. I'll come to find the answer. But fools, because they're insecure, they want to be secure, they conclude. And conclusion means death. And they become fools.
100%.
Yeah.
Conclusion means death.
Yeah.
There's no one.
There's no-
You cannot conclude. You cannot say that you know if now that's it.
Then
Then what?
what?
Yeah.
There's no possibilities.
That was so insightful.
Sure, Kiongozi.
I'm still learning a
Sure,
lot.
karibu
Yeah,
Kiongozi, karibu. I'm also learning, Kiongozi. You know, Kiongozi, everyone is education.
Yeah.
Everyone is a moving library. Everyone is a moving experience. Everyone is a moving Bible. Everyone is a moving Bhagavad Gita. Everyone is a moving everyone has something to offer.
Yeah.
Everyone has something to give. Even a kid can teach you something.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. It's very true. You don't take anything or anyone for granted.
Sure, Kiongozi.
It's a chance to learn. It is a chance to you know, to see something new.
Sure.
And, you know, it really, really helps. It opens our minds,
Sure,
it opens our soul.
Sure.
Because, like, yeah, I've learned so much.
I
I thought I knew.
Kiongozi, it's dangerous. Yani, kiongozi, everyone has something to offer.
Yeah.
Everyone is special. Everyone is special.
Yeah.
Because kiongozi, you see, because let's say, for example, when you hate yourself, you think that you're not special. But in this sense, kiongozi, you're special. Everyone is special. Everyone is divine. Anything that is divine is special. You matter. People matter.
Yeah, all of us matter. There are no coincidences,
Yeah.
and
There's no accident.
it's not an accident that you are here. It's not even an accident that you are watching this.
Sure.
It's not an accident. Everyone are here for a purpose. And, you know, just open your heart, open your mind.
You can go.
Whatever you do not like, separate. No
Separate,
one
yeah.
is forcing you to
Hata kiongozi, have you ever realized what you do, kiongozi? The person that you hate, is that you don't hate. It's not that you hate that person.
Yeah.
It's that you hate yourself, and you are seeing that what you hate, that person is manifesting it, is representing it. And
It's like a reflection. It's like looking at a mirror.
Yeah. So the only way to deal with enemies is go inside yourself.
Yeah.
Make peace, make friendship with what you
True.
hate.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. Wow.
Because what you hate, you will manifest.
Yeah.
What you hate, you will put. Like for example, kiongozi, have you ever been in a love situation that you love somebody so dearly, alafu you come to realize that this person has exactly what I hate. You have manifested, you have attracted what you hate.
Like, okay, we say you love bad boys. And you know, yeah, church girls love bad boys.
Yeah,
but
sure.
why am I attracting bad people? I'm a good person.
Yeah. Exactly. If you analyze yourself very well, or if you survey yourself very well, there's something about you with that bad boy. There's a trade in you. There's a quality in you.
That's attracting them. Magnet attracts metal.
Sure.
So there's a part of me that is in the other person.
Plus, kiongozi, you know what they say. Good boys finish last. Good boys don't know what to say, when to say, how to say. Good boys are in church and they are like this. I receive. Jesus Christ said, faith without action is dead. You have to act. Even the law of attraction, it has action at the end. You have to work. You have to work for everything. You don't just sit down and wait for your miracle. And now I'm waiting for Jesus Christ to bring my lover, or to bring my girlfriend, or to bring my boyfriend, or to bring that work to me. You have to put action. You have to claim. Action is like climbing. Prayer are attracting opportunities, pulling those opportunities direct to you, and then you have to claim them,
you have to get them,
own in them.
Yeah, you have to pick it up. You have to take it by yourself.
And take it by acting.
Okay, I've learned something. So I'll have to look at my choices. I make a lot.
Kiongozi, I love kiongozi. Some things kiongozi, even if you look, some people misunderstand love because kiongozi, love is different from lust. You see, lust is I just want to gratify my urges. You see, maybe I was amazed by your body, let's say, your eyes, let's say, some things. But if I go beyond that, I start seeing you the way you are, kiongozi. Now that's love. Because kiongozi, nobody invests in a wrong bank. Nobody invests in a bad bank. Like for example, I come with my own bank. My name is Angel. I have an Angel bank. Even there, I don't have even witnesses. I don't even have, let's say, what do you call this? You call it ushuda. No shuda.
Nobody, no testimonies. Nobody's coming with the testimony that I banked here and it's credible. Kabisa.
Now you want to jump because let's kiongozi. When in your rush or when you are in an urge, you'll take anything and everything. But once you master patience, opportunities are everywhere. Opportunities are everywhere. Abraham won God by patience. It was patience that...
that man was patient.
You look at Sarah. Sarah, 95, beyond... she was beyond men of... and she got a kid. Patience is everything. Patience is everything. Because kiongozi, when you're in a rush, you'll make a lot of mistakes. Papers will fly all over. You will fall down, pick yourself up. Why don't you just take time and choose for yourself? Take time. Solve yourself. Go deep within. Because kiongozi, have you ever, you are driving, the car is broken down, and then you're trying even to push the car. You call other people to push the car. My friend, it's you to stop pushing the car. Go inside, see what's wrong.
See what's wrong.
Go within. Because this is a car.
Wow. Yeah, so what are the resources that you can share for us to maybe to start the journey or to create this connection with the higher being? What are the resources that that have worked for you?
Kiongozi, people may look at you and say you are lucky, I'm lucky, but Everyone creates his own luck. People are waiting for miracles. People are waiting for a certain idea from somewhere that will make me rich. People are waiting for somebody to come and save them. Nobody will come to save you.
Nobody is coming to save you. That one I know.
Your life is your life 100%. 100%. Nobody, no angel, no one at
Yeah.
But Kiongozi, at least you are good. At least you have come with this channel. At least you are saving them, you are helping them. Congrats. But Kiongozi, what I can tell you, the key thing is sincerity.
Yeah.
Be sincere with yourself.
Yeah, be sincere with
Be
yourself.
honest with yourself. You can lie to her, you can lie to me, but you can
you
never
cannot lie to yourself.
Yani, be sincere.
Yeah.
Turn to God. Be sincere with God, and God will give you everything. It's just sincerity. Sincerity is the key. Sincerity is the key.
Yeah.
Sincerity peke yake is the key.
Yeah.
Because some people Kiongozi, have you ever seen some people? They have committed a lot of sins and then they say, oh, I'm afraid to go to God. How will God see me? Unaona ngani? People with that guilt. Because sometimes people will tell you, because you've done this sin, you're so far away from God.
Yeah.
God will never accept yourself. God will, come on, those are people notions. Those are people ideas. God forgave you. God forgave even before even you ask for that forgiveness. Now it's up to you to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and move towards God. When you make 2 steps to God, God makes 1,000 steps to you.
Very true. Yeah, very true. Very true. Very true.
God is not a human being. Hivyo tu Kiongozi. Sincerity is the key.
Okay. Wow, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your wisdom.
Karibu
Thank
Kiongozi.
you so much for sharing your knowledge
Sure,
with
sure,
us.
Kiongozi.
Like, I've learned
Sure,
so
Kiongozi.
much. Like, despite, I know maybe someone else will be touched,
Yeah,
but
Kiongozi.
just know for me,
Sure.
something in me has changed.
Yeah, Kiongozi.
I've learned something that I did not know, like, 1 hour ago. And I really, really appreciate you for that. And I will disturb you again.
Yeah,
I will
Kiongozi,
come again.
Kiongozi, come. Kiongozi,
The
come.
conversation was amazing.
That's why we are here, Kiongozi. That's why we are here. Kiongozi, the reason people fear being judged.
Yeah.
People, even the song that Nyashinski sang, dance usijali, atukujudge. Yani, even waking up to dance, to feel good about yourself,
Yeah.
you think that people judge you.
Yeah.
So, just, I don't know how you can overcome that, but once you overcome shame,
Yeah.
once you cross that line called,
What is shame? Why do we feel shame?
You know, people-
That thing bothers me.
Yeah.
Because the other day I was wondering, like, why do we feel shame? Where did shame come from? Why do people shame others?
Kiongozi,
Like,
no,
what
but-
have we defined that this is shameful, this is not shameful?
Kiongozi, the reason we feel shame is because, Kiongozi, we are not complete. Let's say if I'm handsome, I'm not 100% handsome. If, let's say, I'm rich, there's some, I'm not yet that completely, you know, I'm not fully rich. There's some, because even if I become a billionaire, I will always keep wanting. And I'll feel, if, let's say, for example, if I meet a billionaire who has more than I have, I'll feel shy. You see, I always want to be like better than, everyone wants to be better than everyone. So Kiongozi, they'll always be shy. People will always be shy. People will always be feeling not enough. There's always that missing link, but they are going it the wrong way. Now, if you live, like, for example, once you start going like accumulating in installments, I occupy that step. Let's say, for example, Kiongozi, I'm in a room of 2x2. For example, if somebody removes me from this room of 2x2, it takes me to a 4x4. I'll feel happy. Then when I stay there, I realize that there's something more. Then there's somebody takes me to a room 8x8,
Yeah.
10x10. It will never be enough. People will always quiver for more, wanting more. And that's why you will realize that people will always be shy from where they are coming from. Again, alafu Kiongozi unapata, everyone wants to step on another person just to be on top. I need to pull you down so that I can shine. It is politics. So I will condemn you. I will shame you.
But it all comes back to materialism.
Yeah. That's why I was saying that people are going the wrong way.
Oh,
Stop
yeah,
going the
true.
wrong
Yeah,
way.
yeah, you said
Just
that.
go inside.
Yeah.
Once you go inside, you will get everything.
Yeah, the fish and the pizza.
Bas. You'll get everything. But people are going in installments. Oh, I'm a millionaire, billionaire, zillionaire, trillionaire. In installments. They're
Yeah,
trying
but you
to
said you
succeed.
cannot feed a fish with pizza.
Yeah,
You
sure.
have to take the fish
Back
to
to
the
water.
water. And now for us, the water is God. So we have to have that connection with God, and
Kiongozi.
then everything else will not matter.
Sure, like, let's say, for example, I'm the tallest man in Kenya. When I go to Sudan, you know those people are taller than me.
Oh.
So I'll start looking at them like giants, so I'll feel shy.
Oh, yeah.
Because they
But
always,
doesn't matter.
yeah, I get you. But that's how you have been, that's how we have been created. If somebody superior more than me comes here, I'll feel inferior.
Yeah. Intimidated a little bit.
Intimidated.
But that's because you don't.
Because I'm going the material way.
Oh, the material way.
The material way. Because
What
everything,
people can see.
yeah, Kiongozi. Because Kiongozi, outside there's somebody who knows more than you. There's somebody
Yeah.
who's more stronger than you,
Yes.
more richer than you, more
Yes.
beautiful than you.
Yes.
And if we go through that way, the material way,
Yes.
will never be satisfied.
Yes.
It's turning back, going the anti-clockwise way, because when we go the clockwise way, it is the wrong way.
Yeah.
And the anti-clockwise way, it is going within, deep within. The real satisfaction is here. Like, let me finish with this story. There was this kid, the dad was so rich, and he died before he wrote a will. So the kid knew that the dad had hidden some treasures in some, because they had many houses.
Yeah.
So he never knew which house. So he started digging from, no. He started with the house that was in California. He went there, started digging. He never found the gold. So he came back to South Africa. He tried to dig, he never found the gold. He went, let's say, to North Africa. He dug, nothing. He went back to, let's say, Zanzibar, all those countries. Finally, he came home frustrated where he was, where he had started. So he started thinking. And then he started, because he was so frustrated, he started jumping because he was frustrated. As he was jumping, he started feeling there was something beneath. So he started digging there. When he started digging there, he found the gold. So we will go so far. We'll go very well. And we'll go to places looking for happiness, but we'll never find it. The real happiness is here. It is here. People will go to South Africa, people will go everywhere. People will look happiness from you, and people will search everywhere. Honey. But the real happiness is here.
Yeah. Wow. Well, that's food for thought. That's food for thought. Yeah,
because people ignore this person. People ignore this person because let's say they're being condemned. Maybe you have been told you're not this way, you're not this way, you're not this way, and because people have been told like that, those things grew, and they took over you. But in this sense,
the conditioning in the society, you know, from day one you have been told this is what is important, this is what this is not important, this is good, this is bad, from a very young age. Now coming into adulthood and trying now to unlearn that, it's difficult.
You can never teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah, you cannot learn to be left-handed at an old age. But you know, a lot of people in the spiritual path, something drastic must have happened in their life for them now to get into the spiritual path. So, well, as we said, wherever you are, do the best you can wherever you are. But if you feel you're different, you are not alone.
You're not alone.
Yeah, because even me, when I started, I thought like I was alone in this journey. And then I started meeting people. Now I've even met Angel. And now it's beautiful. It's amazing.
Because starting anything is difficult. But once you start, the momentum comes. And
the people who are meant for you, you'll meet your tribe. You'll meet the people on the same path. You know, all of us going to the mountain. I keep telling people, like, all of us are pilgrims. Trying to get to God. You know, the way we go for a pilgrimage, we are on a pilgrimage on this world. So if you try to accumulate material wealth and you know all these things, but remember you'll accumulate, but you're still going to that mountain.
Only one that place.
Yeah. So as we are going, the best you can do is to help where you can, and if you cannot help, at least don't harm them.
Yeah, don't harm them.
Don't make it more difficult for other pilgrims as they are going on to the next level. Yeah. So.
But this is what I say.
Yeah.
Just try to make chaos. But we say, me, I'm that kind of a person. I thrive in chaotic places. But
you thrive in conflict.
Yeah. But if you can't take care, don't crash. Yeah. Just leave people there. Very much have said.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for being with us here and. Share your thoughts. Share your thoughts, and you know we are here to help each other. We are not trying to harm anyone. We're just trying to encourage and motivate people to try and pursue their paths. Pursue God in the way that is working for them, because clearly what we had did not work for us, and we went out to look for more answers. We found the answers, and you know. We hope that all of us can finish this journey in a wholesome way. And thank you so much, Angel.
Mercy, you are the hero. Mercy, you are the hero here. Mercy, you are the hero here. Without these connections.
We're going to have this chat again. You have so much in you that I'm coming to harvest and share with all these people. And let's see where it goes. Yeah. So thank you so much. And see you in the next episode. If this was helpful, share with your friends, your family, someone you think this will help them, and because so that more people can see this and it may be helpful for them.
Masi kidogo tu. Alafu you can get me on my channel, like Facebook.
You have your Facebook channel.
You can get me on Facebook, Angel Light. I have quotes I preach there. Instagram also, Angel_Light 254.
Okay. I will leave that the links to on my description box, and maybe you can go and check out Angel. Very insightful quotes on his page on Facebook, and we see tunasaidiana. We are helping each other in this journey. We must heal, we must support each other, we must help each other where we can. Tuko hapa kusaidiana, we are here to help each other. Tufikie God.
Sure.
Always possible. We will just try, we'll keep trying. And hope to see you again in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.